Like I always say, just because it's new and genuine doesn't mean it's good. Now, this is a brand new upgraded part for a 2007 Opel Corsa or Vauxhall, depending where you are in the world, 1.2 gear linkage from the main dealer, brand new in the box, still in its original wrapper, and it's broke. Let me show you. Now, the problem is this linkage is supposed to be on here, but the problem is it wasn't, but it's so easy to put on. Ready? I'll do it on camera now, but it's difficult. But it's also so easy to take off, which I don't want to break the package, but it just comes off with one finger like that, look. And I didn't put any pressure on that. No pressure on that whatsoever. And it's a brand new part in the package and it just comes off. This end, I cannot, no matter what I do, you know, as regards just doing it with one finger like that. Nope, I mean, you can't see how much pressure I'm putting on there, but you can see on my finger how much pressure I'm putting on. Look at that. And it doesn't come off. This end just pops off so easy. So, brand new part in its original packaging and no good. Has to be sent back. Always, 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 always check your parts. Always. Just because they're new and genuine means nothing. Right, second time lucky. It's all together. I'm not going to take this out yet until I'm 100% sure it's the right one. But at the minute, it's all together. Sorted. You can see there's just no room. But what we're going to do is we're going to mark this. It's already been marked, but we're going to remark it again so we know how far that actually sticks through. Then there's the clip in the middle, and which you can't quite see here, and then there's the clip on the far side. We'll take that out and we'll see if it really is an upgraded unit and what the difference is. Right, I've got the old one out. This is what we had to do to keep it going until we got the new one, even though we got the new one and it was broke, but we got the new one. Again, main dealer part. And I'm happy enough that it's the same, so I can take it out of the package, but I cannot see how it's upgraded. It's exactly the same from what I can see. We will take it out of the package and we'll see exactly. And as regards taking it off, you're going to need a T50 torque, and this is the pin then that goes through the other mechanism. And all you got to do is there's a little clip there, look, just that. Push it in with some pliers and pull the clip out. It's really as simple as that. Sorted. So this is where the clip goes through. You just push the pin in, slide it out. This is the T50 torque, and then this is the actual other, you see it down here, this special kind of locking washer that goes in there and holds the whole unit on. And for them who's playing along at home, this is the part number from Opel or Vauxhall, depending where you are in the world, made in Portugal. Sorted. It's frustrating because they give you a new bolt here, they give you this new locking nut here, or kind of like a cap, which is obviously really good because they're a nightmare to get off without breaking. But what's also really important is the pin that goes through here. They don't give you that pin. Now, the price you pay for this, you'd expect that little pin, because that little pin takes a lot of abuse, and that's the weakest point of all this. That pin's going to go, obviously this as well, but it just would be nice to give us the pin. I mean, you give us that bolt and you give us that, so why not give us the pin? Come on, Opel. Anyway, as you can see, I cannot see any difference whatsoever. The bends are the same, the thickness of the metal is the same, everything is the same. I cannot see any difference whatsoever. They claim it's an upgraded part. I really don't know. I don't think it is. Right, and there we go. The new one is in. Now what you need to do is you need to put this pin in first. Well, actually you need to put the thing over the middle first. Leave that little grommet washer out. The little clip, sorry. Then push this clip in, then tighten the bolt underneath, because this determines the angle of which you need to tighten the bolt and which way it's set. So that one first, that one second, and then the bolt third. And then that's good, sorted. What you've also got to do is make sure you can get all the gears. So you go through the whole gearbox. And if you can't, what you have to do is undo this bolt, push on the arm, the plastic arm here. This will then turn on this shaft and then you retighten it, which will give you more of a throw left and right, which I'll show you when we get in the car. It's very simple. When you push down on here with this bolt loosened, this main shaft here doesn't spin. So it means it gives you more throw left and right, and I'll show you once we get inside the car. Right, a good rule of thumb is the gear stick should kind of self-center itself, and you put your foot on the clutch and you go through all the gears. Now, second gear I can't get, third gear I can, fourth gear I can, fifth gear I can, and reverse is a bit stiff. So I'm going to have to twist that the opposite way now just to get second and reverse. And this is all it is. You just have to go through it a few times. See, did that get in second there? No, it didn't. So I'm just gonna have to twist that, and you might have to adjust it a couple of times just to actually get it right. It's very difficult. We've marked how far the bar goes in, but we haven't marked the rotation, and it's very difficult when you're putting a complete new unit in to actually do that. But a couple of goes, go through all the gears, we'll get it eventually sorted. Right, so as you can see now, the gear stick is more or less in the middle. Well, I think it is in the middle. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and reverse. Absolutely lovely. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Oh, reverse is there. So one more time. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and press the button, reverse. Sorted. So what you can actually do is, I'll show you when I get underneath, another way of adjusting this. The other thing is, you'll know when this happens to you, because this will just go completely loose and floppy and it won't go into any gear, it won't do absolutely anything. So believe me, you'll know when this sort of problem has occurred. So if you want to get the gear stick centered, you can actually move this bar with your hand, you know, as long as you loosen that bolt there first. And you can also, to get everything, to get the gears going nice and smoothly, you can adjust that or loosen that bolt and push on that kind of mechanism there. It takes a little bit of finessing, but it doesn't take long, and then it's all good, and new part is on, or new upgraded part, which it's not upgraded, but anyway, it is what it is. So I'll be able to explain a lot better with this one. So you want to put this on its hole first, put the pin through this one second, and then line up the actual gear stick with this, and then put the cap over the top of that. Like I said, you loosen that bolt will allow that rod to turn and get the gear stick centered, and then you can actually loosen it and move this slightly. You can see there is a bit of play here, and then you can get the gears to go in nice and smoothly. So that's how you do it. It does take a little bit of finessing, but believe me, it's not difficult. So that's it. Upgraded parts, yeah, and second time, and they've actually come not broken. So there we go. So look, hope it helps. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, links up here, links down below, but most importantly, don't forget, get your hands dirty. See you for the next one. Sorted.